Alright, hello and welcome to this presentation. I'm very happy and excited that you found your way to be here, and if you're here, that means that you want more out of life and you want to live that really fulfilled and full life that we all desire, right? And the thing is that with today's technology, it's super possible and it's not even that hard. It's not even that hard for us, and all we have to do is just put that work in and know what we're doing, right? And that's why you're here. That's why you're here, to learn what you need to do, right? So today we're gonna go over the 3 steps that you really need to go through and you really need to do in order to become successful and in order to build that life that you want and build that online business that you want. Alright, so first of all, I want to tell you a bit about myself, right? So I'm just a 20-year-old from the Czech Republic, and yeah, I just one day decided that this is what I want to do, and I'm going for it, and I'm learning from the most successful people. I have a coach, I have mentors, I'm in a mastermind group, like, right, everything. So I'm really soaking up the information really early on. And the funny thing is that most of the groups where I am and most of the workshops that I attend and things like those, right, I'm usually the youngest there, and the other people are usually 30 plus, and they're all like surprised to see me there. And even when I talk about my mission, right, my mission is, and my vision is, because there's so many problems in our world, like depression due to social media or climate change or the political issues, and right now the COVID and everything that's going on, right? I know that our generation, the Generation Z and the Generation Alpha that's gonna come after us, we are basically the generations that need to address these problems and really need to work on fixing them, because where with climate change, for say, there's not enough time, not a lot of time left to fix those problems, right? So we need to be that generation to fix those. And I believe that in order to fix these world problems, we first need to fix ourselves, right? So it starts with the individual, and that's what I made my mission, to help the individual become the best version of themselves, to really be able to then go out into the world and make a difference, right? So that's my way, how I chose that I'm gonna make a difference. And yeah, so let's get right into it. Alright, the first step is mastering your mindset, and there's basically 2 types of mindset that you can have. The first type is fixed, and the second one is the growth mindset. And obviously, even from the words, you can already tell that the growth mindset is the better one, and that's the way where you want to go, right? But first I want to tell you my story of how I got from the fixed mindset to the growth mindset, how I kind of transferred, right? So when I was in primary school, I was always the shy kid in the corner, you know, the shy kid in the corner, not really speaking to anyone. And on top of that, I was always pretty clever, right? Pretty smart in the school things. So I didn't really have to learn all that much at home. In fact, I didn't study at home at all. But I was always good at those things. So as you can imagine, that didn't help me. That didn't help me in the class at all. And there was a lot of picking on me, a lot of bullying, a lot of calling me a nerd. You know, like basically all these things, and all these people and all these other kids being mean to me. And I remember that one day, when I was 13, it just got so bad that I couldn't even take it anymore. And I was just, you know, crying in my bed at home. And I was crying a lot in that time. And the only thing that kept me, like, that gave me hope, were the videos of restoring hope in humanity and real life heroes, right? So I would watch these videos and it would be like, there are good people in this world, and that's what gave me hope, right? But one day it got so bad that I just couldn't take it anymore, and I was like, I don't want to live like this anymore. Like, I'm done, right? So that day, I committed and I made the decision that I will do everything in my power to be happy in the future. And I took my phone and I went on Google and I Googled how to be happy, right? And I didn't even expect to find anything. I was just really being desperate. But what I found completely changed my life, right? I found these videos and these articles talking about and that happiness comes from the inside, like basically personal development, right? And that's how I discovered the 2 keys that I was talking about in the previous video that hopefully you watched. So that's how I discovered the 2 keys, right? Personal development and self-education. So I basically started learning about all these things, about how to be more confident, how to overcome shyness, how to be happy, and even how to talk to strangers, right? Because confidence was one of my biggest problems. So that's what I wanted to overcome, really, and overcome shyness. So that's where I went. That's where most of my focus went, right? And I was learning about these things, and then I started implementing them using habits, which is the 3rd step, and I'm gonna get into that a little later. All right. So back to the mindset. So this shift that happened to me when I was 13, and I'm so lucky that I was so young to discover this, right? And I don't even know where I would be or how well my life would look like if I didn't make that Google search that day. But anyways, that's what basically made me, right? Desperation and really feeling helpless and not knowing what to do caused me to do this desperate act of Googling the how to be happy, and that changed my life. And that's how I shifted from the fixed mindset to the growth mindset, right? So in the fixed mindset, people believe that talent is everything, right? That if you're not talented for something, that's it. Like, you have to be born with talent. People with the fixed mindset also believe that wealthy people are either lucky or stealing from other people, right? And the other thing that people with the fixed mindset do is they avoid challenges, and they are scared to fail, and that's why they give up easily, right? They fail one time and then they go like, oh, that's not gonna work, and they run, right? And they also hate criticism, right? Because even constructive criticism, because other people can really help you see what you're doing right and see what you're doing wrong. But if you have fixed mindset, you're not gonna accept that criticism, and you're gonna take it badly, and you're gonna get mad, and it's basically not gonna be good, right? But the second mindset is the growth mindset. And people who have the growth mindset, they believe that the skills and abilities can be developed, right? And you can even overcome talent with working on your skills and abilities. Then the second thing is that they believe that wealthy people are valuable and they bring value to the marketplace, and that's why they're wealthy, right? Not because they're stealing or because they got lucky, but because they worked on themselves with the personal development, and they became more valuable. Right, people with the growth mindset also welcome challenges, right? Because challenges make you grow. And that's what it's all about, getting to that next level and going up those steps, right? So that's what I believe we're here to do, right? Right, as human beings, evolve and constantly evolve, next level and next level and next level. All right, and the last thing that I'm going to mention about the growth mindset is that people with the growth mindset learn from their failures and learn from other people's criticisms, and they also learn from other people's failures, right? But that's the self-education, and that's pretty much it about mindset. So what you really need to do is make your shift. Be self-aware, right, and be honest with yourself. Do you think you're more in the fixed mindset, or do you think you're more in the growth mindset? And you need to shift your mindset from the fixed to the growth, and that's what's gonna help you get to that next level. Alright, the second step. The second step to building the fulfilled life with an online income is to really explore the options that we have, right? And really look at the opportunities that we have. And one thing that I want to mention here, that I really want to emphasize, one thing that I want to mention here and that I want you to really remember is to be aware of scams, right? There's a lot of people and a lot of products and things like that that are gonna promise you to get rich quickly, to make money online pretty quickly, and it's basically not gonna work, right? Even if it's a course, they give you some solid information, but then you can't really put it together by yourself, because you need either some experience that you had, some prior experience, right? Or you need something else or someone else to help you with it as well. Right, so I have a story here as well. So in the third year of high school, my teacher noticed that I was pretty good at programming, right? Because I started really early to learn about programming. And so she recommended me for an internship, and I got an internship at this programming company, and and I got a task, and then the boss said that when I complete this task, then I will get another one, and it would be a paid project, right? So obviously, me being kind of broke all my life, I wanted to have the money as well, right? So so I really worked hard. I worked really hard on the project. I completed it, and then I tweaked it to make it even better, right? Because that's how programming works. And then the boss said that I'm not gonna get a paid project yet, right? So that was pretty devastating. But it was already before the summer break, and we had an agreement that I would go in there in summer, and I would work in their company and like work on learning more programming myself, and also help them with some kind of a project, and I would get paid for that. And eventually, even that got dropped, right? And I didn't go there. I basically, at that point, I was like, all right, he's pretty much lying to me, and I don't really like it. Because he's giving me false promises and things like that. So I decided to quit it. I decided to quit it and do things on my own. And because I always had this dream of living in a van and traveling the world, I was like, okay, in order to do that, I need to make money online, right? But I had no idea where to start. So I basically quit the internship, and then I started learning and doing my research and about how I can make money online. I spent like a year and a half of just doing research and chasing these products, as I was talking about, these products that were promising to help me make money pretty quickly, right? And like I said, it never worked. So how it went, I would do some kind of research about a business model, right? The first one was a social media marketing agency, so basically doing Facebook ads. And I bought this course, and I was like, oh, this is really amazing. I would spend like $20 or $30 on a course because I was working for $4.5 an hour, and I still am. I'm still working in that job. And it's like a pretty good job, but yeah, the pay is not really good. And right, so I would spend like $30 on a course, and I would get really excited because the start of the course would be like, oh, I'm learning so much new information and this is finally gonna work. So I would get really excited, and I would even tell my family, tell my parents, and this is the way that I'm gonna make money. And in the end, it never worked, right? And so what I did, like, you know, what was the rational thing to do? I went and bought another product, and I bought another course that promised to help me make money quickly. And never worked again. So eventually I was like, okay, this is probably not gonna work, and I wasted a lot of money and a lot of time on these, right? And a lot of effort as well. And eventually I found a quote that really helped me, and it was, I'm not even sure where I saw it, but it said, if you're gonna look for a way to make money quickly, you're gonna find a scam. But if you're gonna look for a business, you're gonna find a business, right? And the difference between making the money quickly and the business is that into the business you really need to build an audience and basically do everything right and do it step by step. When you buy a product that says that you're gonna make money quickly, it's something that's pretty much done for you, and they say that you only need to plug yourself in and do some kind of small tasks, and that's how it's gonna work, right? But it doesn't work that way. So you need to do all these things right in order to build a really business, in order to build a business, and in order to make it really work for the long term, right? So I want to talk about the business models that I found that are really a good way to make money, but not quickly, right? You still need to go through all the steps to build the business and not expect to make the money quickly. So the first online business model, right? All these business models that I'm gonna talk about are pretty much that anyone can do this, right? So the first one is affiliate marketing. Affiliate marketing is a really really good way to make some money online, because you're getting paid in commissions for other people's products, right? So it can be a digital product or a physical product as well. But let's say that someone is selling a course online, right? And the course is, let's say, $100, and affiliate marketing works in a way that you pay basically an arrangement with the seller of the product, and then in the arrangement it's gonna say that you're gonna get, let's say, 40% of the profit. So if you sell one of these courses that cost $100, you're gonna get $40 as a commission. And that's basically the affiliate marketing model. So you don't need to create your own product, and you only need to basically sell it. So you need to really know and understand marketing and how that works. Then the second business model is drop shipping. Drop shipping is a business model where you basically how it works is you order stuff for cheap from China, and then you sell it in, let's say, USA or in Europe for a higher price, and that's how you make your profit. And how it works is, in dropshipping it's really good because you don't need to have the physical product yourself. But how they do it is, you first basically create a page and you sell the product first, and then once you have an order and once you receive the payment, then you go in onto the Chinese site and you order the Chinese you order the product from the Chinese site, and you enter the address and the information that you got from your customer. So you're never dealing with the product or even money. You don't have to order the products in advance, right? So it's a pretty good business model, but again, you need to build it step by step, and it's not just that. All right, the way it sounds is that it's pretty easy, right? It sounds really easy. You just need to sell it and then order it and have it shipped to his address. But it's really not that easy. And if you want to try it, go ahead and try it. There's not really that much risk. Even you know, because you're not dealing with losing that much money. But you're gonna discover that it's not that easy to build. But it works, and many people are making good money with this online, right? The third business model is obviously your own products. And your own products can be either physical or digital, right? I don't think there's much to say about this. You basically create a product and then you sell it online, and I think that the better way is to go with the digital products, because you don't have to deal with shipping and all that jazz, right? And what I know that people are selling, like what kind of digital products you can sell, it can be like graphics, you know, you can program some apps and sell some apps, even some games. These are all digital products that you can sell. And alright, now we're getting into okay, first let me talk about trading as well. Right, so trading is another way to how you can make money online, and this is probably the most risky. Alright, trading is when you trade stocks or trade currencies in the forex market, and this is a very risky business model, because in order to really make profits, you need to understand a lot about market analysis and candle patterns and things like that. And it's not easy to learn, and it's really technical and really logical work, I think. And even though you can learn it, you can still lose so much money in trading. Just because you do one simple bad trade and you lose a lot of your profits, or even go into the negative, right? So I can tell you that I lost a good amount of money with trading as well. And also there's one thing I want to add about trading is that there are sites and there are like businesses that can sell you trading signals, right? So they basically, the signal says which currency you're gonna want to pay, you're gonna want to buy or sell, and whether it's gonna go lower or higher. And I know that these signals can work, but again, I wouldn't recommend a beginner to go into trading. If you really like trading, then go find someone who can really teach you. And the signals can help you, but you still need to understand the patterns and the market in order to like check if the signal is gonna be good or bad, because you can lose a lot of money even when using signals. And then it's pretty heartbreaking when you're paying for signals and then you're losing money on paying the signals, and then you use the signal and you lose money even in the trade, right? So it can be really heartbreaking, and there's a big learning curve, and you're probably gonna lose a lot of money, because a lot of beginner traders lose a lot of money when they're starting, right? It's about longevity there a lot, and about the endurance. Alright, the next business model is my favorite, and that's the knowledge industry, right? In the knowledge industry, that you can create courses, you can host masterminds, you can do master classes. And why this business model is my favorite? It's because it's really about helping people, right? And it's really about saving people valuable time and valuable effort. Because one way you can learn is you can learn through trial and error, and another way how you can learn is you can learn from other people's trial and error. So why I am in the knowledge industry, right? It's because I spent 7 years about learning about personal development, and I spent so much time on transforming myself and so much time doing this research on how I can do it and all these things. And now I have these tricks and these strategies and these tools that I know that I can share with other people that can help them make their life better and even do it a lot more quicker than I did, right? So that's why I think that the knowledge industry is right now the best business model that you can get into, because we all have some kind of knowledge inside that other people can use. Because when you think about it, there's always someone who has it worse off, who is worse off than you, right? And if you don't think that you can teach something, then you can always teach something that you learn from other people. So basically be a knowledge broker that way. Alright, the third step. The third step is really how you make all of this real, right? Because you can learn, you can pretty much shift your mindset and have the right mindset, but that's really not gonna practically help you, right? It's gonna help you feel better and be more enthusiastic and like be more happy. Yes, that is. But if you want to really build a fulfilled and like successful life with an online income and like really be free and all these things, you're gonna have to do stuff, right? Not just think about stuff, which is basically the mindset. That's the mental part. But the physical part, and you have to take some actions, and you have to do things, and that's where habits come in, right? Habits are the things that you do on a daily basis, and habits are the way that you make it real. Habits are the way that you make it real. Let me say that. Let me say that again. Because, alright, so let me give you an example again from my life. As I was talking, when I was 13, I made this shift from the fixed mindset to the growth mindset. But it helped me a lot. But I still needed to make it real somehow. I still needed to make it real somehow. So how I made it real for myself is that I decided to build a habit of running every morning, of waking up half an hour earlier and going for just a short run. And my thinking behind that was, right, so I wake up, I eat my breakfast, and I go to school. And so pretty much the first thing that I do is something that I hate. I hated going to school because there were all these mean kids making fun of me and bullying, right? So I was like, alright, I need to start my morning with something that I'm gonna be looking forward to, and with something that is gonna make me happy in the morning, right? And that, for me, that was running, and I really loved running from a very, very young age. So I decided to build a habit of waking up earlier and going for a run. And my plan of waking up for something that I was looking forward to and something that I enjoyed really, really worked for me. Even though, don't get me wrong, it was so hard to build that habit. And there were so many days, and there still are so many days, where I wake up and I'm like, nah, I'm not going for a run. Like, there's no way, right? And I feel like I don't want to do it. But anyways, it's hard, but it's so worth it. And it's really important to understand habits, because we have bad habits and we have good habits. And the good habits bring us basically forward and up those steps, and the bad habits bring you back. And we want to climb up, right? So really understanding habits and all about how they work, and what are good habits that you can have and what are bad habits that you can have. This really affects you. And so I want to give you one really special habit that you can do every single morning, and it takes almost no time. It takes little effort, and it's gonna help you get into a better mindset. It's gonna help you start your morning in a better way, and really over time it's gonna help you start thinking differently about the world, right? So the habit is gratefulness, and it's about sitting down or just writing down 3 things that you are grateful for. And the smaller the things are, the better, right? So if you're gonna think like, oh, I'm grateful for that I'm breathing today, or I'm grateful for that I have a roof over my head, or I'm grateful for having my body that I can, do all these amazing things and run like lift heavy things, all those things, right? And the point of this habit is that we all have so many amazing things in our life. Let's say a phone and the internet connection, right? That's like the amazing combo. And we all have these things that make our life so much better, but we take them for granted. So the gratefulness habit is about really thinking about what we have and what's making our life better. So it's really amazing how it's gonna make you really make you think differently and really feel differently as well. Alright, so these are the 3 steps that you need to take in order to build a fulfilled and successful life with an online income. And if you combine these 3 steps with the 2 keys that I was talking about in the previous video, right? Personal development and self-education. If you combine these 3 steps with those 2 keys, you can pretty much achieve anything, and you're gonna have, in the future, you're gonna have a really free and fulfilled life. You're gonna be happy, and you're gonna be helping other people as well. And you're gonna make a difference in the world. Alright, so if you want to learn more and keep learning, and you want someone to guide you and someone to help you with the exact steps and the exact strategies, and or you just want to work with me closer to really help you start that business and start that mindset shift and really have that fulfilled life and awaken your inner hero and become the best version of yourself, you can book a free call with me and fill out the application. There's just a few questions, so I know how I can help you or whether I can help you. And let's book that call and see if we're gonna be a good fit to work together, and if I can help you even more. Alright, I hope you enjoyed this presentation. I really tried to make it as simple as possible and really as clear as possible, but really, if you want to learn more, if you want to go faster, if you don't want to have the trial and error that I had, and if you don't want to waste a year and a half of your life or even more, totally book that call, and we'll see if we can work together, and we'll see if I can help you to build that life that you want. Alright, signing off now, and yeah, I really appreciate you being here, and bye guys.